that 2/3 of American households have dogs and cats? That totals to a whopping 171 million dogs and cats. This means that they outnumber the US population 3-1. Now, as large as this number may seem, this pales in comparison to the 10 billion animals that are raised every year for food. All 50 US states have anti-cruelty laws, which reinforce the idea that cruelty to animals is not only wrong but legally punishable. But who do these anti-cruelty laws protect? These laws were established to protect domesticated pets primarily, while farm animals have little to no protection from inhumane practices. So what exactly is going on here? Do we as Americans not care about the welfare of farm animals? Wayne Pacelle, President and CEO of the Humane Society of the United States, begs to differ.
But what about farm animals? The largest category of animals in use in our society. 10 billion animals raised for food in the United States every year. 10 billion. More animals go through slaughterhouse lines every year in the United States than there are people on the planet. Just as a logistical enterprise, it's an extraordinary sort of thing. And how do we feel about this? I mean, we love our dogs and our cats, and we express, all sorts of appreciation, fascination for wildlife, but do we care about farm animals? Well, all of the surveys show that indeed we do. Here's a survey from the American Farm Bureau Federation, kind of the symbol of industrial agriculture through Oklahoma State University, measuring public attitudes toward farm animals. 95% of people believe farm animals should be well cared for. 95%. Every survey shows this, that we care about all animals, including animals raised for food.
So what exactly am I trying to say here? Am I telling you to become a vegan or to make a radical lifestyle change? No, of course not. This is not a film made to promote veganism. Rather, it is to bring awareness to the deplorable living conditions which agricultural animals are forced to live under for the majority of their lives. It is to make a claim that although farm animals will be used for food, it is important to make the duration of their lives comfortable and treated as humanely as possible. Watch as Wayne Pacelle describes the living conditions which hens are forced to live in.
This is a barren battery cage. 280 million laying hens in the United States, and 95% of them are in these barren battery cages. 6 or 8 birds jammed into a cage. Each bird, under the industry standard, has 67 square inches of space. Now, this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. 8.5 times 11 is 93. So 67 is 2/3 of this page. That's the living space that a laying hen has as the industry standard and norm in our nation for the year and a half that she is alive.
Although this is only one small example, pigs, cows, and goats are other farm animals which endure situations like these. So what can the average person do to make a difference to these animals? Perhaps the most impactful way would be to make smarter food choices. Some people choose meatless Mondays, a day which you do not eat any kind of meat. Grocery stores, such as Whole Foods, actually carry labels describing the living conditions which the animal has been raised in. Finally, another way is to actually make legal decisions which will affect the animal's futures. Watch as Wayne Pacelle describes situations which people's votes actually made a difference for these animals.
And we've got to change the legal framework. 8 states have recently adopted laws at our urging to ban confinement crates or cages. Prop 2 in California, which was a measure to stop the extreme confinement of laying hens and breeding sows and veal calves, got more votes in a contested election than any citizen initiative in American history. People voted for farm animals, even though they were told it was going to cost them more, that there were going to be all sorts of problems and complications. People don't want the animals treated this way.
In conclusion, this film's goal was to spread awareness to this very important issue and to promote effective ways in which people can help and be proactive in their own communities.